Howdy lads, so we're back for another 1v1. This one's on Farmland, so changing it up a little. We like to sometimes. This is a guy against a guy called YGspider. One of the lads in the comp. Played him before, a few days ago from when this comes out. Well, you'll see that video a few days before this comes out, I should say. I've gone for the finish all-round doctrine. So, I don't usually start on this side. I don't know what side's better on this map, if there is a better side, but I usually start on the other side. I've started on this side once or twice, but not really a big fan of it. I love pushing onto that eastern side from the south, then you get shots on the enemy as they push into the middle. So I guess for him, if he takes that point on the east, it's an advantage for him. But all I'm doing is I'm sending a squad into the middle just to have a little look-see. Sending a couple riflemen right and a scout squad left. So he's made it first, and he's pushed to the left of the point. Well, my left, his right. I like that, actually, to be honest. Instead of pushing behind that house near where the A is, we can get shots in. Now, I see him running to throw grenades. I'm trying to do it back. I tried to do it back just then. Here's me trying to do it. They're just being dumb. They've all conga lined into here and watch them all get killed. So I was trying to throw grenades at him, but he managed to get one off first, and it wiped half my squad, so that's fun. I've seen him doing it again there, so I've pulled him away. You'll see that a little bit in this game from me. I don't know, it's probably my retardedness, but I try to throw smoke grenades or grenades to, smoke grenades to cover myself or grenades to kill him, and it just wasn't working for me. My grenade micro was atrocious in this, and he definitely took advantage of it well. But the scout squad on the left here is holding their own nicely. Obviously they can't kind of hold off a whole squad for very long. I'm trying to lie them down. That's what I've been trying to do for the last few seconds. That's why I was hovering around. They wouldn't lie down because, I don't know. They're lying down now, so that's good. And that squad on the right, or the two riflemen on the right, are capping that point as well. So I've got all 3 points at the minute. I'm not sure about the middle, actually, though. He might be capping it back. Yes, he is. But I have got a squad here to reinforce it. So I'm trying to throw a bunch of smoke grenades. So I've tried to throw 4 or 5. Now, someone tell me what's with the finished smoke at the minute. Look how quickly that disappears. What's the point of that? I swear the finished smoke was never that bad. Like, it's not even... What's the point of having it? But, as you can see, my smoke cover and grenades doesn't work. That's obviously a very big part of my game plan. Throwing smoke grenades and covering myself and throwing grenades, and for some reason the smoke was either, you'll notice it a few times, it disappears really quick, which might just be the finished smoke, I'm not too sure. It doesn't show up, or they just don't throw the smoke grenades. So I have a little bit of trouble with that. But I do play through it fine, and we do have a very good 50-minute match, so quite a good watch. It goes very back and forth for a while at the end. That's all I'll say. He is capping this left point though, and the right, because he's reinforced it with the squad. So good play by him. I do need to get another squad out soon. I'm trying to throw a grenade into the smoke. Tried to get me. Cheeky. Look at the smoke he's using. It stays there for so long. Yeah, for some reason mine lasts like all of 2 seconds. And you'll see on this eastern point later, I send about 4 squads to their death just trying to throw smoke grenades and push, but they wouldn't throw smoke grenades. They were just crawling up to the edge and getting shot instead of throwing a smoke grenade 5 meters. So that was fun to do with. But I'm bringing a squad up to reinforce this left point. To put a vehicle out of some sort. Not sure what it is. 4 or 5 minutes, can't be a doctrine unit. So he's actually sniping shots at me from the other side of the point. So not a bad play by Spider there. We do have our first doctrine unit though, so it's the L62 coming out. So the L62, as you guys know, is pretty handy at dealing with light tanks, so I thought I'd bring that over and see if I couldn't take out the T70, I think it is. Got that point being reinforced on the east. My guys on the west are still fighting. I'm just keeping them out, keeping pressure on so he knows I'm there. Now, I know he's probably coming a little bit close, but I know he's coming, so I'm waiting for him. Go! And he got me. So, rough gig. Pulling back though. Didn't win that one. Can't win them all. All good. So I'm going to retreat him and get him rep. So 6 minutes in, 380 to 263 my way. So here's me trying to throw my smoke grenades again to cover myself. So if that really is the finished smoke grenades, I don't know how viable they are. Do you like look at that? It's not even doing anything. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, I swear the finished smoke grenades were better than that. I know they're worse than the German ones and that, and the Soviet ones, but I swear they at least did something, like for a second. I don't know what was going on the left there. I think they just kind of glitched. It didn't go off properly. And it's him throwing his awesome smoke. But I'm holding that point quite nicely, which is good. So I'm trying to do it again here. Trying to get a few smoke grenades off. Here's me mucking around with... So, this was me mucking around with the... like the squad. I wanted to get them up quick, but I also wanted them to stop and shoot back. So it's a bit of a fine line between sprinting them, like double clicking them and sprinting them up and then trying to stop them from sprinting. I'm trying to throw a bunch of smoke grenades now to cover my bush. As you can see, it's doing literally nothing. So what's the point of it? So that's a whole squad I've lost, thinking I had smoke cover and trying to throw grenades at them. Unfortunately, I don't really pick up on it 100% yet, so there is plenty more squads that I do that to. Be aware. So he's wiped that squad on the west there. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So what I thought I'd do is I'd reinforce the east. Obviously, with the push I just did on the west, I struggled. So I thought maybe I'll send these guys east and reinforce this point. I'm holding 2 points. So worst case, not the end of the world if I don't hold the west here. I've got the Landswerk here though. And I was hoping to sneak those boys up and get some sight on the enemy. I'm pushing a squad over there. I've got it locked on APC, I'm an idiot. And he's shot me. So one thing with Spider, and I guess if you're versing him in comp, it's a good thing to know, is I personally think he overuses vehicles. So he plays with them very well in this, but the second you take out a couple of his vehicles, all of a sudden he's at a major manpower disadvantage and you can kind of overwhelm with infantry. Obviously, it is quite a competitive game. I think if I was the Germans and smoke grenades were working for me, I think the game would have been over a lot quicker because I think he ends up buying a few too many vehicles personally. But as I said, he does use them very well, And obviously when that's happening and I can't actually push under cover, then basically this is going to happen every time. So it does end up being competitive, but I do think, and this is probably for you as well, Spider, in future more infantry. Because I reckon it really could have cost him in this. But I'm bringing the Ostfront, the L62 over. And I was hoping to have a go at this T50. Go son, come on. So, not to be. Come on, get him. I've got 2 good shots on him. But he gets out. So quite unfortunate. Rough gig on that one, but yeah, fair enough. So he's won that battle as well. So my L62 did pretty badly, I must say. They did not do very well, but I've got a squad sneaking up onto that point. What I'm trying to do is crawl them up to the edge, because obviously, you know, how useful is that smoke to use? So I figured the old smoke and sprint wasn't going to happen. I have gotten a little bit wild and decided to sprint them though because of that. And here we go, they got a kill, nice. He's capping this left side though, so I've got some more elite troops this time. I was hoping that the smoke grenades were different, so I've gotten the elite troops to see if maybe they've got different ones and I can push with them. I am capping now though, and I do have the hill here, so it's not the end of the world that I can't cover myself with smoke on that point because I can hide behind that lip. And I've got a few grenades over as well, which kind of routed his forces in the middle. I've got my AT dude here, and I'm waiting for his T70 to push out a little too far. With his forces on the east there, I can't actually just run into the middle with the AT dude. I do try, but you'll see him cut me off. So I just hide him. This is me mucking around trying to get the Panda Shrek out instead of the AT satchel. I was trying to heal him, but I pressed the wrong button. So I was using the F1, F2, F3 keys in this for grenades, so that's why it's a bit all over the place. I usually have to bind it to my mouse. I've got a couple smoke grenades off. So I thought what was happening is my smoke grenades weren't getting thrown. Because we had a conversation after this game and I was saying my smoke grenades weren't working. And he was saying it's something that's happened before. Perhaps, I mean, I'm not sure if they just weren't working or if the finished smoke grenades are just that bad. I didn't think they were that bad, but someone please tell me what's going on. And even, yeah, I don't know. So I'm trying to throw all my smoke grenades here to cover myself in the vehicle, but obviously I can't. Like, even if I get all the smoke grenades off, it doesn't cover anything. So they're pretty much lambs to the slaughter. There's nothing I can do about that at this point. I could retreat them, but what's the point really? So they're just sitting there getting shot at. I just have to leave that. With my infantry heavy playstyle, not having smoke really hurts. It makes things so much harder, I must say. If you ever want a challenge, just give it a go. Oh, in fairness, a lot of people do play without it. I'm useless at attack, like using vehicles, so I try to refrain myself from depending on vehicles. I like to depend on, I guess, my infantry numbers. Obviously, it doesn't help in this situation, but you get that. I am capping all 3 points though, so the tide is still in my favour, I think. He's got an officer in by the looks of it. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to throw a bunch of smoke grenades. Throw your smoke grenades, come on boys. And he's grenaded me instead because my guys just wanted to be retarded. But I was trying to throw some smoke grenades So one got off. And I wanted to launch in there and throw a bunch of grenades. At this point, I still didn't really know what was going on. Like, I still kind of thought my smoke grenades were supposed to be working. So I'm still trying to make those pushes. And I'm still getting whole squads killed for nothing. So you do get that. But I've got the arty signaler out. 15 minutes in, 599 to 271 my way. So at this point, I've still probably got the game in my favour. He's resorting to using his officer in the middle by the looks of it. So that tells me he's a little bit desperate. I've got my arty flare guy over, and I was just going to push him straight off the middle. Obviously, I know he's got his officer, so is what it is. He is capping this right side, though. Looks like he's reinforced it with a squad. I've got no one on there except one tankman. So still trying to get all my smokes off and push how I usually do. Lie down. Good lads. There we go. He's bringing the T-70 over. That's okay. So by the looks of it, a couple of the smokes got off at least, which is good. It lasted a couple of seconds. So I've got the flare gun dude. Sending him over. He's bought another tank. That's what I mean. I think he just went way too heavy on tanks, because if I could have just thrown smoke on myself on the east, I would have held him off. And on the west, I could have held him off for so much longer. So that's why I think too many vehicles is a bad thing. I think it's... Yes, it seems like you're getting dominated because they're getting lots of kills with vehicles, but if you can just cover yourself and hold, they can't push close enough. You just walk up with a rocket. Like with a Panzer Strike like this. So yeah, do with that information what you will. Boom. So got a shot off at the tank, which is good. My arty flare is going off, so I've managed to hold this point with the Panzer dude. Even look at that though. I've got nothing to cover myself, and it still took him, you know, he pushed an expensive vehicle up to me, and he couldn't even wipe the point of all my guys, and all I had was half a squad there, and all I've done is popped up with the Panzer and shot the tank. So, you know, that tank cost him the same as 4 of my infantry squads, let's say. So I'm happy to let him crap on an infantry squad for a little bit until I can bring a Panzer up, but that's more than fine. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to throw some grenades to cover myself. Again, I still, at this point, don't really know what the hell's going on. I actually thought they just weren't getting thrown half the time. But looking back now, I'm watching this for the first time, it appears though they were getting thrown, they just weren't doing anything. As you can see, so there's another squad that's getting crapped on for... that I feel like didn't need to. That's another thing, if I was the Germans. I would have had a bunch of Panzer Faust as well, so that T-60 probably would have been dead. So, watching this back, mate, I'll probably pull off the vehicles a little bit. I am waiting for that arty flare dude to do his thing. He's kind of just chilling out while he reloads. The reload time takes longer than it used to for some reason. Guessing they did that for balancing reasons. Thought I'd sprint up and have a go at it, but I don't reckon he even gets close. Panicked. I should have ran down the hill, like west down the hill and then up, but I didn't. So arty flare dude's back. I'm doing okay at this point. He doesn't have much infantry, but obviously the fact that I can't cover my infantry, and what I'm trying to do here is throw anti-tank grenades at him. So I got one off, nice. The fact that I can't cover my infantry means that he can slaughter my infantry just as quick as, you know, just so fast enough that my infantry advantage doesn't help. So it's a very even game because of that at the minute, which is actually made for a very good game. I think we'll both get a bit sweaty at this point. So I'm trying to throw some smoke grenades or grenades. Have I given up on smoke grenades at this point yet? Don't know. But I've reinforced both points of the infantry, trying to throw smoke grenades here, as you can see. I probably ran them up a little bit close without smoke grenading them if I did have smoke grenades at work, but that's all good. I'm now reinforcing the middle. See, this is the time when I would be overrunning normally, I think. You know, he's got no infantry really, just vehicles. We've just watched how many squads get slaughtered in the last couple of minutes. Again, if I had that smoke, I have no doubt right now I'd be holding 3 points while he had his vehicles held back because he couldn't push. But he's using that T70 very well, I must say. Kind of in and out. As I said, he definitely takes advantage of the situation very well. From the last game we played, he's become a very good player, this dude, which is awesome to see. But 2035 in, 349 to 607 is my way. Clearing him off this middle point with the arty signal dude. At the minute, I don't have any real prospect of pushing the west, because obviously I don't have any infantry, but I have got this KV-1 here. So what I was going to do, so the old flare gun ability, it is annoying. So what I wanted to do is take out this T50 with the KV-1, just so I can push an infantry squad up. Shoot it. Now I know he's got multiple, you know, medium vehicles, so I do have to watch out for that. Medium tanks, I should say. So I'm pushing the squad in. Now I'm making my push. So I'm trying to throw it out. This is the part you're all going to laugh at me about. The amount of squads I pushed east that just ended up being lambs to the slaughter is insane. And he did a really smart thing. If you can see the minimap there, he's actually pushed some guys onto the hill further around that point, further northeast. If you can see there. So he's actually pushed to a really good spot on the hill there. So that was a very good play by YGspider there. Very good play. So that actually becomes pretty hard to deal with. Especially because it's a big open space from my spawn to there. You know, if I can't cover myself with smoke, all I can do is try fighting one-on-one. Now, I'm only bringing out, you know, average infantry, and the Finnish infantry isn't that great anyway, so realistically, what I should be doing now is bringing out some sort of light tank, sitting at kind of near my spawn but just within range of the northeast, and just slowly killing them off, or even a sniper. Same with on this point. I think I could have gotten a sniper maybe and sat it kind of further right, and slowly kind of picked off his units. As I said, he doesn't have much infantry, so you know, all I'd have to do is clear the points of the infantry and hold off the tanks. Holding off the tanks is easier said than done though, when you can't obviously hide anywhere. The points obviously with the arty signal do kind of get flattened a little, so you know, when there's no cover, you can't really hide from a tank. So what I was doing here is I thought I'd have a go at taking on the T-3485. I've had multiple instances with that T-3485 where I couldn't even pen a Panzer III or a Stur or something, and it's just gotten crapped on even when I've taken 60 shots at it. You know, a Panzer III penned my KV-85 in a game, so I thought I'd take a chance at throwing the KV-1 at it. Why not? I know the KV-1 gun isn't that great. It's got good armor. I thought if Panzer III could pen my KV-85 from, you know, 250 meters, or you know, a decent range, why can't my KV-1 do the same? But as you can see, I lose that battle too. So not very lucky with my armor in this one. I've had a very bad time with my vehicles. I'm trying to throw smokes. I don't know what's going on. Why are they crawling up like that? Like, why can't they throw smokes from further back? So you'll see them get slaughtered. So he's still hiding guys on this point somewhere. Don't know where. But he is starting to kind of balance it in his favour a little. So he's taking out my KV1. Not ideal at all. So at the minute, I stated, I think the balance is probably in his favour. The fact that my infantry squads are just getting wiped without being able to do anything. Obviously with my tactic being really infantry heavy, it's really starting to hurt me. This bloody tank disappeared as I come around the corner. That wasn't fun. So I've brought out the JS 152. I thought, alright. All I need to do, take out 2 or 3 of his tanks, and he's screwed. He won't have the forces to fight. So I'm bringing the JSU over to the right, to the west there. And I was going to take out that P3485. I'm also waiting for the flare gun dude, so I can clear his side of that middle point. Now he's hiding in this corner here, so what I'm trying to do is clear him out. So, nicely done. I've managed to clear him out of that corner. And now I'm back to dealing with the T-34. I'm capping, which is good. And now I'm having a go at old mate Tanky. Alright, let's just get him in there, get the cap weight. Put out a gas truck. Don't know why I'm bothering, but I'm trying to throw smoke. These are those instances, I'm telling you. A bit of smoke could have held off that gas truck very nicely. Same with this point. A bit of smoke could have held off that tank from crapping on my infantry. Looking back, it is so painful to watch. Not gonna lie. But I've managed to get the cap weight back in my favour. I'm capping the middle, I've capped the left. He is capping the right though, so it's a very even match at the minute. I think both of us are starting to dwindle a little with our forces. I think he's in the better position just because he's got his tanks. And obviously pushing for me has been very painful in this one. He has actually overtaken me in points now. So we are a little bit in panic mode at the minute. I've managed to deal with that tank on the west. He does still have 3 tanks on the map. My options realistically are to leave the JSU on the west and try and make a push on that point. Do I have infantry there? I could do that. Or I bring the JSU around to deal with these 2 tanks. One thing to watch out for with these guys. Sometimes they'll just moonwalk on the spot, the RD signalers, and you've actually got to direct control them out of harm's way, otherwise they'll, as I said, just moonwalk on the spot. It's quite annoying, so watch out for that when you're playing with your RD guys. Obviously my guys on the east are getting completely slaughtered, nothing I can do. Attempt to throw a few smoke grenades, whatever. Didn't even bother trying to throw smoke grenades there. Just trying to crawl them up. So now the JSU is coming out to play. So he's trying to throw grenades at me off the hill there. He's somehow still got guys on that middle point despite the RD signal going nuts, so I mustn't have hit far enough to the left there. That's all good. I am still holding that left point. I'm capping the right now, which is good, and I'm not far off capping the middle. So once that RD signaler is back up and running, I should have the middle capped. I do have a mortar out in case none of you noticed that, so I brought that out to clear the middle. So I'm bringing a Stug over. My plan here was to try and deal with that AA truck on the left. I'm trying to throw some smoke grenades again. Oh, why am I bothering? They're like, 3 of them are just crawling to throw smoke grenades that won't do anything and dying on the way anyway. Rough. I should also say, we got 100 subs in the Discord. And at least 90 of them are PvP players, so come get games with us. Plenty of new players there as well. You know, I was new myself only a month ago, so get around it, lads. Come play some games. We're all good lads. On a Friday night, there's usually a bunch of us that get on. It's a lot of fun. We get 2v2, 3v3s, all good stuff. Well, they did last week anyway. A bunch of us will be on again this Friday, but yeah, come get games. What I'm trying to do here is I was trying to sneak a peek at that tank. I knew he had a tank looking at my Stug. So, all good. What I've done is dealt with that AA truck though. So I was happy with that. My mortar's doing some good work, which is good. I'm about to get my arty signaler dude back in there to take out that little corner he's kind of managed to hold himself into. Oh, you good thing. Click. And we're off. Run away. So I'm really on the back foot at the minute. I must say, he was putting pressure on. What I should have done, looking back now, I should have used his smoke push. If I'd have got a squad there with the Stug, I probably could have pushed through that smoke myself. But I think one of my artillery flares does kill his officer, so that puts him at a disadvantage as well. Not sure when I get it, but apparently I killed it with the arty signaler. I'm capping the middle though. I've got the west in my possession. I've got a squad here ready to take the east. Obviously I'm struggling to make pushes. You're watching them all just get slaughtered for nothing. I'm still trying to throw smoke grenades. I don't know why. Again, it's very painful to watch me struggle with this. So I'm crawling them in. I'm charging another squad over there to reinforce. I smelt blood in the water at this point. So I thought, alright, let's just throw some guys in, hold these points. I didn't think he had much left. So I'm starting to swing things back in my favour slightly. I feel like if I had smoke, like proper smoke at the minute, I could have pushed on the east and been taking that as well. I don't actually think he has many forces there, and obviously I lost half a squad trying to do it originally, so I feel like I could have potentially cap this with some smoke. That's okay. That whole squad ends up getting wiped for nothing anyway. We love that. Very salty about the smokes, I must say. So dumb. So, trying to send some boys into the middle there. He is actually capping this right side now. So, throw one bloke in there, make it even. I will need more infantry though, because obviously I'm not capping. So I'm sending an infantry squad over. These guys are sitting here ready to push. Don't know why I'm bothering. I should probably be pushing from a different angle as well. But he's got a tank that's locked down that road as well, which, you know, that's very good tank placement on his part. By locking down that road, kind of forces me to push further east onto that point. JSU's doing some good work. Starting to cap again. Happy days. Got Mr. Flare. He's got a bunch of infantry on the right there that I never noticed actually. Run away! I got him out of there luckily. Only just, but I got him. Oh no, I'm not coming up. I thought it was. I've got a squad here, so these boys are going to push up, get on the point. Looks like I've managed to take out that tank in the middle, which is good. I'm trying to crawl these guys in or get them in, but it's not happening. See, I don't know what was silhouetting there. It was like there was smoke, and you can do the silhouette thing. But yeah, you just watching my guys get slaughtered. Like, look at that kill feed. It's so hard to push without smoke. It is so bloody hard. I'm capping that right side though. Middle's in my possession, or about to be. I'm also making a half decent push on that left side, but you know, I've lost what, 4 squads in the last few minutes, 5-10 minutes trying to push that. So at the minute, I wasn't exactly sure what to do. I'm trying to keep a hold of this middle point, but I'm struggling. I'm sending a few boys there to keep the cap weight. I'm capping the right though. So at the minute, it's just a battle of, you know, who can hold the point the longest. So I'm bringing old mate Panzerschreck around. I wanted to try and get a hit on the tank. So again, he's put a squad up on that hill. That was a very good play, mate. I do like that one. Putting them up on the east there.
Paikalla.
So I'm moving Flary Boy up again. He's getting some good grenade play on me. Good stuff. Out comes my flare again. Mortars are very good defensive weapons for holding people off. So I've got the JSU looking at this T-3485. Whenever I use T-3485, it gets killed instantly by some crappy light armor. But the JSU couldn't handle his, so that's fun. But he's got this point quite in his grasp, I must say, on the east there. Holding it with just infantry again. Like, I should have put something, maybe a flame tank or a mortar, an infantry gun. I should have put something over there instead of just, you know, pushing infantry into the slaughter over and over and over without cover. You know, that's my own stupidity. That's getting them all killed. Obviously, they're still going to get killed with no cover, but having an infantry gun or something there that could help that push would have been handy instead of just throwing squads into the slaughter like I am. So that's a bit of bad play on my part. I broke one of my own rules, which is don't push without support. And you can see that I'm paying for it. So any of you that have seen my tips video, take note. I'm paying for not paying attention. I'm paying for not following my own rules. So he's trying to bring that around to get shots on me from the side, but not today, son. Yeah, you better run. How'd it go? Didn't happen. So Jess, you bounce. I don't know how the hell you bounce 152 mil shot. I've got more infantry pushing to the left there. I've actually got a little bit of a foothold on that point now, which is good. Quantity is a quality in its own, as they say. Throw enough infantry at the point, eventually you'll get there. So I've got control of this little point now with JSU here, which is quite good. It kind of saved me a little bit in the middle here. Obviously, I'm struggling a lot on that east point. And on the west there, you know, I don't have that much. I'm one push from losing that, so. Bring the arty signal dude up. I don't think that was the place to put the arty signal. I should have put it further east, but oh well. I thought these guys were actually fixing this before, but old mate with moonwalking again. So he's actually clearing his guides. You can see him running now. So getting these guys to actually fix it now. Trying to. He's capping this point now. I've lost most of my infantry. So he's avoided my arty signal quite well, I must say. Again, I should have put it further east. If I'd have put it further east, I probably could have pushed that infantry squad around. Come on, JSU, do some good things, man. So, his T-34-85 managed to get my tank before I got him. I thought that was so dumb. It's JSU, for God's sake. Very dumb. Alright, let's get you lads in so we can get the cap. So he's actually capping on the west now, if you look on the map. But I've managed to start taking hold on the east, so we've kind of swapped. I've still got my arty signaler, so I wasn't too worried on the east there. Kind of just chuck a flare up, and Bob is your uncle, as they say. 40-23 in though, 503 to 826. Been quite a competitive match so far. Been quite a good game. JSU finally dealt with the T-34-85. I'm thinking about getting a tank and bringing it to the west, but I didn't. I should have got a light tank or something. Looking back. But even if I'd send a light tank over to the west, it's got a medium tank there, probably would have killed me. Something should have been on the east, so I should have got a mortar, should have got something. I very much regret not doing that. Looking back, I wish I had. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. So I'm taking Flary Boy over. He's got a mortar hitting me. So I've got it a little bit further east. Should have gone further up the top, like the top corner. Don't know what I was doing. Whatever. What I'm trying to do here is throw grenades. So I believe I finally got the grenades happening. I'm pushing the lads up. I'm trying to throw grenades at them on the corner there. I know they're hiding there. Grenades are not happening though. Throw your grenades, you douchebags. I don't know what happened. So he ended up grenading my guys while they mucked around instead of throwing their own grenades. I don't know what was going on. They were kind of just frozen, jittered. So that's fun. Not having much luck with the old grenades and smoke in this one, must say. At least my luck with tanks has turned. I've actually managed to take out a couple. We love that. So I've bought old mate Flary Boy over, getting ready to clear that top corner. They've got no more ammo, so don't know why I'm not resupplying them or getting them off the gun and sending them in. Flare's almost ready. Oh, it takes so long now. So he's holding all points now. We are very much in panic mode. I need to do something drastic very, very soon, or I'm going to lose this match. Obviously, I can't put my officers in the point because I can't throw smoke. So that option wasn't even on the cards. I probably could have snuck one in the corner here, but he's got a mortar going off. I should have actually. I should have snuck one in the corner right where their flared dude is now. Should have snuck him in there and just hit him. I probably wouldn't have been able to sneak him onto the middle and the right point, but perhaps I could have kept him on the left there and focused more on the middle and right. Look back. But the game is not over. I'm still pushing. We're about to start. There we go. We're capping the left side now, so happy with that. Obviously, he's got tanks and machine guns all sitting back there, so I've kind of just got to weather that. I can't actually hold them off the smoke or anything. Is what it is. I'm capping the middle, but they're getting slaughtered as well, so I'm sending the JSU up to help cap weight. It's kind of my last hurrah, if you will. Get on that point, you douche. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I think I was trying to blow up an infantry behind it or something. So I'm pushing him in. Get in there, son. So I'm pushing those guys to the middle. Push the JSU up. What are you doing? Oh, something went stupid with trying to click them. Alright, we're back in. Get the JSU in there. Push in, mate. Push in. I don't know what's going on. Why am I not pushing? I actually got the still back, which is good. The still. No, I think it's still. So while he's gone for that, I thought, you know what? I'll have a go. Stugs always do good against me. Nah. Eat shit, Sheba. You don't get a good Stug or a good tank in this one. So that was a horrible shot. But whatever. Infantry getting slaughtered. We love that. We love to see it. So there goes my Stug. Completely useless. But I've managed to get a few lads in here, enough to get the cap weight, so to holding on by a thread at the minute. But the writing is on the wall. He does get me. It's been a good match. Thank you, Spider. Hopefully we get another one in soon. I'm very keen to redeem myself. But thanks for watching, lads. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers. Well, I am still watching. I usually do still watch after I say that. I just kind of watch through the end. It's going longer than I thought it would, to be honest. But it was a very good match with Spider, so thanks for playing. There we go, it's ticking up now. GG's, lads. Good match, mate. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.